Poke Crew, it's UturnCrobat here, and you are watching week 6 or 7 of the NPCC. But guys, before we get started, please make sure you RCS, rate, comment, and subscribe. Now I am wearing the new London Zoroarks t-shirt, along with the mascot of the new London Zoroarks. This week, we are battling the Dallas Dedennes, aka Bryce, aka Foul Plays. His link for Twitter and YouTube and all that mumbo jumbo will be down in my description, so make sure you guys go check him out. So, for this week, we weren't really sure who he was going to bring. I didn't have a team builder, so I'm going to try quickly going through what we thought he was going to bring and whatnot. So we thought he was going to bring the Chansey. Looking at his team, thank God he didn't. We didn't think he was going to bring Dedennes. We didn't think he was going to bring Slurpuff. But he brought them, and so our team consists of Lopunny, Victini, Zapdos, Whimsicott, Vaporeon, and Nidoqueen. Now we have two priority moves on Lopunny. We have Fake Out and we have Quick Attack. The reason why we have Quick Attack is because of we wanted to prioritize the Brave Bird from Talonflame, because this was a Jolly, I believe, Lopunny, so we kind of wanted to make sure we prioritize the Talonflame and have Talonflame get injured with rocks, and just we will be able to take him out. Now Victini has Glaciate because of the Salamence. We thought he was going to bring Salamence, so we have Substitute as well on Victini. So Substitute and Glaciate would work very well with if he brought Salamence. Now we have Zapdos, who is physically defensive for the Talonflame. We have Rocky Helmet on the Zapdos as well, because if we have the rocks up, you know, Talonflame is going to get injured horribly with those rocks, and so on and so forth. Flare Blitz, Recoil, Rocky Helmet damage, and for Whimsicott we have Encore, so we can Encore certain things. Now we have the Vaporeon, so we can try and Wish Pass, and we have what was it? I don't believe it was Ice Beam. I already kind of forget what move we had that was kind of special. But right now I think we're just gonna get into the battle, so we can kind of Ryu can kind of see what goes on here. Now, first turn I kind of thought he was gonna lead out with the Crocodile. I wasn't sure if his Crocodile or his Empoleon had the rocks, but because he's led out with the Empoleon, I figured he had the rocks. So what I'm going to do is just Fake Out. I want to get my Mega Evolution off so I can outspeed just about everything. And I want to Fake Out just to get that priority, just to get that damage, so I can kind of see what kind of set this Empoleon is. Now, looking at the damage right there, I wasn't really sure how much a return was going to do, or even, you know, a possible high jump kick. I wasn't really sure. So to be safe, I'm going to switch out, because I wasn't sure if he was going to go for a Scald, and if he went for a Scald, I didn't really want to get the Scald burn on Lopunny, so I make the safe play right here and go out into Zapdos, because there's two moves I thought he was going to do. I thought he was going to make the Stealth Rocks or the Scald. He went for the Stealth Rocks, and I'm so glad I went out into Zapdos, because I figured he was going to go for Stealth Rocks, but it was 50-50 between Scald and Stealth Rocks. So he makes a safe play, and he goes out into Crocodile. That's fine. I'm going to kind of make him think that we're locked in, so I'm going to switch out. I'm going to go into McGregor, the Whimsicott, because I know we can take any move that this Crocodile really wants to give us. Now, I wasn't really sure what move he was going to do, so looking at that, I'm so glad we missed the Stone Edge. When I saw that Stone Edge miss, it made me very happy, because, I mean, the Stone Edge wasn't going to be doing much anyways, but I didn't want any damage on Whimsicott anyways. So he switches out and goes into Erica, the Violent Plume. At this point, I figured he was going to switch out, because there's no way he's going to be staying, he's going to allow his Crocodile to stay in the way of a Whimsicott. You know, Moonblast will just destroy him. So he's going to switch out. I'm going to U-turn, predicting him to switch out. I'm going to go into Shinsuke. Now, there is no possible way he is going to stay in. And during this battle, I knew that there was no possible way he was going to stay in front of a Shinsuke, of a Victini. So I'm going to go for the Substitute. I'm going to make the safe play, and one, just kind of predict what he's going to do, just kind of scout. And two, I am, in fact, going to predict him to switch out. I'm going to go for the Substitute, because nobody wants to take no one wants to take a V-Create. Nobody wants to take a Bolt Strike. That's exactly what I'm going to do right here. I'm going to shoot off this powerful Bolt Strike and take out the Empoleon. So when Empoleon goes down, that is his first Mon to die, which I'm glad we were able to take out one Mon. He goes out into Crocodile. That's perfectly fine, because he's going to break the sub. I'm going to go for a Glaciate, because Glaciate lowers the speed of the Pokemon that it hits. The Glaciate wasn't meant for the Salamence, but I'm glad that we hit the Glaciate on the Crocodile because it lowers its speed, and so right now we are in fact we're going to be outspeeding the Crocodile now. And now we can take out the Crocodile with a V-Crate because looking at that damage from Glaciate, I was just thinking if I had to do a quick calc because I wasn't really sure if V-Crate was going to take him out. So that was the problem I was kind of facing right there. But if he didn't take him out, then that would have been fine. I could have went into someone else and taken out Crocodile, but V-Crate took him out, thank God. He brings out Slurpuff. He belly drums, which is scary as all hell. But I figured he was going to have Citrus, and I figured... I didn't know what this Slurpuff was, but I figured he was going to have Citrus, and he was going to be somewhat defensive. But... what was that? I mean, I was able to take him out with a V-Crate, which is awesome. But at the same time, I just felt like he should have had a Citrus Berry. I don't know, that's just me. But he goes into Bonnie the Dedenne. Now, Dedenne is one of my favorite Pokemon, especially Shiny Dedenne. I love it so much. I'm going to go out into Nidoqueen, predicting some sort of lightning electric attack. And I predict red, because he is going to go for that Thunder Wave. He's going to switch out. There's no way he's going to stay in on a possible Sludge Waving Nidoqueen. He's going to go into Erica, the Violent Plume. That's fine. I'm going to set up my rocks, because I know at this point in time, I do need rocks up if he is going to be bringing the Talonflame in. I need all that damage on said Talonflame. And even if he brings Dedenne back in, you know, rock damage will always be nice. I'm going to hit off a powerful Ice Beam on this Violent Plume. Unfortunately, it didn't take him out. And that's kind of it's not really a huge problem, just because it's at low enough health where I can just revenge kill it, so it's not really a problem. I'm gonna allow Violent Plume to put me to sleep. I wasn't sure if he was gonna Giga Drain his Synthesis or Sleep Powder, as you saw right there, but I'm gonna allow it because we don't need Nidoqueen as much as we just didn't really need Nidoqueen as much as we thought when we were team building. So, I mean, I'm glad we bought Nidoqueen, but when I went into the battle, I just didn't need it, so. But this Giga Drain isn't going to be doing much at all right now, and I'm allowing Nidoqueen to stay in, because I need a free switch, and 2, I was hoping, after the second turn of sleep, that Suzuki was going to wake up. Now, unfortunately, Suzuki did not wake up. Now, that's fine, I'm going to allow Suzuki to go down. We were able to get a bunch of damage on this Violent Plume. Unfortunately, it is regaining health with Black Sludge and the Giga Drain. It is what it is, but now we can just easily go out into Lopunny and hit a Fake Out, hit whatever we really want. Actually, I'm just kidding. We're going into Victini. We're going into Victini because no one wants to get hit with a V-Crate or a Bolt Strike. No one wants to do that at all. He's going to go into Bonnie. The Bonnie is going to get annihilated with a V-Crate right here, as you're going to see. No one wants to get hit with any moves from a Victini. No one does. And I think I'm going to be using either the Glaciate or the V-Crate animation for my thumbnail. They both are amazing. I love them so freaking much. But Dedenne goes down, that's fine. He goes into Scarlet, the Skarmory. Oh, wow, not Skarmory, the Talonflame. Now, this is one reason why I really wish and glad that we put rocks up, because of this reason. Talonflame hates rocks, and he takes Victini out with an Acrobatics. It kind of does really suck, but luckily, like I mentioned in the beginning of this battle, we do have Rocky Helmet on Zapdos, and we are defensive, so he wants to go for a Flare Blitz. That's perfectly fine. He's going to get hit with a Recoil. He's going to get hit with a Rocky Helmet. And it's just going to bring him low enough where I can just easily take him out with a Thunderbolt, because I know right now Zapdos is defensive and we can live a hit from a Flare Blitz. From a Brave Bird, whatever this thing in Acrobatics, whatever this Talonflame wanted to do, we would be able to live, and it's just fine. He goes out into Erica. At this point in time, I didn't really want Zapdos to stay in, only because there's nothing Zapdos can really do. So Zolmon's going to switch out, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to bring in the McGregor. I thought maybe he was going to go for a Sleep Powder. I was predicting him to go for a Sleep Powder. Now, unfortunately, he takes out McGregor with a Sludge Bomb right here. That's really unfortunate. Only because I wasn't predicting him to do that. I was predicting a Sleep Powder. Why couldn't you have gone for a Sleep Powder? I don't know. You made the right prediction, pal. I'll give you that. So I'm glad. But it's not really a problem. Right now, we can easily just go into Skank and hit a fake out and hit a return. And we're going to pick up this battle, as you're going to see here momentarily, because Erica, the Violent Plume, is the only mon he has left. And looking at the damage of that fake out, I know that a return is going to take out the Violent Plume. I know it for a fact. Now, if he ran some physical defense in his Violent Plume, then maybe he would have been able to live. Maybe. But this was a short, sweet battle. It was. Now, I want you guys to go check out Foul Plays, Bryce, Lucy, Dad. I don't know how many names you're going to go by, but I highly suggest you all go check him out. He's a good guy. He really is a good guy. He is. And I had fun with this battle. I really did. I've never really gone up against, well, I rarely go up against Slurpuff, so it was pretty cool seeing him bring that. When we were team building, I was expecting the Salamence, I was expecting the Chansey. I will admit right now that I'm so glad he did not bring said Salamence and said Chansey. So glad. But I think right now, I am going to get the hell out of here. I am about to fall asleep. I'm really tired for some reason. But anyways, I have to edit this, and I have to possibly do some more recording for you guys. Hopefully, we'll see what happens. But like I said, I'm going to get the hell out of here, and I hope all of you have a great day. I will catch all of you, all, on the flip side. Bye, guys.